So hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel everyone, and as every day we are back with the market analysis video for everyone. And as we have seen today's market, as I was saying yesterday, that market will remain little bearish, and as it has been shown today, so this is the candle for today's Nifty 50. As you can see, this is a red bearish candle. As I was talking about, the little bit bullish movement, that we have seen yesterday, and the reason for that was specified in the last video, and those reasons were not there today. So we can see a bearish candle was made today by the market. And for better view, let's check this on the hourly chart. How does it looks on the hourly chart? So here is the hourly chart for the Nifty 50. As we can see here, here is the hourly chart for the Nifty 50. These were the last two candles I was talking about and saying that these two candles are of indecision, and this one and this one, and the last 1.5 hour of the 30th March was in indecision. And today we have seen a gap down opening in the market. Here, this candle, we can see a gap down opening, and then we can see market has remained below. As in the previous video I have mentioned, if Nifty opens gap down, then you can be short on the Nifty. So if anybody would have short the Nifty at the level of 14,800, the gain is 14,660, so almost 200, more than 200 points gain has been captured here. We can see that, and I have mentioned this yesterday only. So if anybody who has bought the put option or short sell the Nifty futures might have earned the good profit today. So this was for the Nifty 50 as I was talking. Now let's move to the Bank Nifty and let's see what is happening in the Bank Nifty. Here is the Nifty Bank chart. Here is the chart of the Bank Nifty, and again in our triangle, the Bank Nifty has come to the low support zone of the chart, of the pattern that we have created on the chart. Here we can see all the candles made today after the gap down opening. This candle, we can see all the candles were accumulated on the support zone and was just trying to breach down the support zone, but couldn't do that. But I am hoping that tomorrow or day after tomorrow the market will react to it and market will breach down to this level. But again, this is again a major support reason which is we are looking out for. So I'm hoping market to breach down this support level, this triangle's base. This is the support level, hoping that market will breach down this and will fall further, and for a complete bearish movement, Bank Nifty has to go below this level. So here is the accumulation, and until unless in tomorrow's market something like that has happened yesterday doesn't happen, then I'm expecting a bear move in the market, and I'm still bearish on the market. Let's check this Bank Nifty on the daily chart. What was the today's candle? And here we can see that today's candle of the Bank Nifty was also near this support zone of ours that we have formed in this triangle. We can see that Bank Nifty has clearly been here on this candle for today's trading. And if we see the different indices today, what was the performance of the different indices, then today's movement was very mixed, somewhere in green and somewhere in the red, as you can see here. And the movement that we have shown yesterday was in the Nifty IT, almost 2.9% gain we have noticed in the Nifty IT, and 1.02% correction we have seen today. I'm expecting a little bit more correction tomorrow also in the Nifty IT sector also. So if somebody wants to go into short into the IT sector, we can go accordingly, because I'm hoping for another this type of correction in the Nifty IT until unless something very similar news came, like rupee is slumping against the dollar, then Nifty IT can fall further, as we can see that. And we are on the bearish on the market, there is no doubt about that. And if we see the American market, what has happened in the American market yesterday, we can see a candle, very short candle of indecision was formed by the American market also, as we can see here. And most of the candles were in a very specific and very in a very small range. And if we see this thing on our market, if we see this on the Nifty 50 chart, Nifty 50 RD chart, if we see this, let's try to spot it. How does things has happened in our market? Then we can see that, yeah, after a gap down opening, almost all the candles were made in a very small range, so very much synchronized performance. If we see the Nasdaq and the Nifty 50, very much similar performance we have noticed again. So this was, I'm saying that the market, Indian market, moves almost similar to the American market. And if news which comes which is very specific to the Indian market, then only Indian market reacts differently, and otherwise very similar movement we have been noticing from past few years, and it is happening now also. But here Nifty is little bearish, and this is the 50 EMA line, and again if the market opens gap down or sustains below this 50 EMA, the first candle on the hourly chart, then you can definitely go short on the Nifty again. You can be again short on the Nifty, but in case Nifty opens gap up, then you have to wait. You have to see that whether Nifty is taking a momentum or will move in a range, because my expectation is that Nifty will mostly either it will fall. If opens gap down, opens below this 50 EMA, then definitely I'm bearish on the market. If it doesn't happen, then I'm expecting a range bounded movement in the Nifty indices. So this is for the Nifty and the Bank Nifty indices. And if we move towards our sensex thing, that what has happened in the sensex, then yesterday the HDFC DO was the reason for the gain in the sensex, and today it was the main reason. Both of the HDFC shares have fallen almost 4%, and today we have seen that in the sensex only 10 out of the 30 stocks were in green, rest 20 were in the red zone. And the Tata Steel, SBI, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank and TCS were the top volume toppers in the today's market. And Reliance has also slumped the market badly. So these were the some stocks those has reacted in the market today. And if we see the about the our today's gainers and losers, here are the list of the today's gainers. Tata Steel, and we have been tracking few stocks from some past days. Let's check those out. First, we have talked about the Tata Motors. We are tracking this Tata Motors stock from last few days, and I was saying that if this market here falls below from here, then one can go short on the Tata Motors, as we were noticing a downtrend on an hourly basis. But today Tata Motors has breached this 50 EMA resistance which it was taking in its downtrend. But again you can see that after rising, after this one big candle which was formed on the first candle which was formed today 9:15 with the huge volume, again you can see that almost all the gains were gone in the previous candles. The last 5 candles have almost eaten away the gains made by this first candle. So again it has come here in the 50 EMA, and I am again short on the Tata Motors. I'm still short on the Tata Motors. This was just a fuss created by the Tata Motors which will not sustain as of now, at what chart is saying to us, because as we can see this above the 50 EMA, you can see this candle which helped the Tata Motors to breach the 50 EMA. The volume was huge, but again the candles which were trying to sustain above the 50 EMA, you can see the volume is not so good. It clearly says that the bullish indicators are not there in the market. The people are not interested in buying this stock as of now. So one can still be bearish on the Tata Motors. Now moving to the another stock, it's Tata Steel. Let's see what is happening in the Tata Steel. As we were talking yesterday in the Tata Steel, that very similar thing has happened. This gap was filled very soon by the our Tata Steel. So we were expecting that this gap will also get filled, and here we can see again we have seen a very similar movement as what happened yesterday. A big green candle, then the other 5 candles were in that candle only. Then again same thing has happened today. The market, the first candle created by the Tata Steel was a long green candle, then the rest 5 candles were within that green candle. The similar thing has happened. So what I am expecting is that this gap will get filled soon. Any day Tata Steel can open gap down, because the bulls are trying to push the prices higher, but bears are not letting them control the prices. These 5 candles which are made within this long green candle indicates that only. Yesterday also it was indicating, but somehow bulls have taken control today 9:15 in the morning, first candle. That's why we say the market are unpredictable and very uncertain, because here these 5 candles have clearly shown the bearish indication, but still somehow the first candle of today can fool anybody and can say no, this stock will move upward, but nothing like that has happened. Almost rest of the candles were within this long green candle only. So now let's talk about some other stock also, as we can talk as looking to see the Bajaj Finance Services, which is performing goodly from last few days. Let's check that stock out. as we can see that the Bajaj Fin Services on an hourly basis is rising goodly. It has breached its 50 EMA here also. In one previous video we have talked about this, and we have said that it is sustaining below the 50 EMA. If it breaches above, then one can go long, and here you can see with the good volume it has breached, and now it is following a good uptrend on an hourly basis. If we can say the stock is rising goodly, so one can go long on the Bajaj Finance Services. But the important thing to watch out is this candle. The last candle was a indecision candle. So if market opens gaps up, or first candle opens gaps up or sustain above this candle, then one can be long on this stock surely. And moving further, if we see another stock, which is our UPL, let's check out the UPL. What has happened in the UPL? We have talked about the UPL in our last video, and I have created this resistance zone for the UPL, but today UPL has seen breaching out here and was almost it has hit our stop loss zone. But again you can see that this is the uncertainty created in the market. I'm still short on the UPL, and reason for this is this candle with a big wick upper side rejection it has received on this candle. And again we have seen that market has fallen for the last candle and again entering into this resistance zone. So I'm still short on the UPL, still believing that UPL can fall anytime soon. And another stock that I was tracking is Grasim. If we move to the Grasim stock, we can see that it is also following a good uptrend. Market opens gap up with a good volume and sustains above, then one can go long on the Grasim also. Again it is showing a good uptrend to us. Now the final stock that we are looking is Power Grid. Let's see what is happening in the Power Grid, which has fallen goodly today. Let's see what are the expectations from this stock. So again you can see that here is the level. This stock has reacted a lot. It has taken a reverse from this level, and again this stock has reached this level. So yeah, if market opens gap up with a good volume, then one can be long on this stock. As we can see that these candles had a good volume when markets were falling. These two candles had good volume. Then again, as the resistance, as the support zone has reached, you can see the candles are green. Most candles are mixed. These candles are mixed of red and green, but you can see that the volume is not so good. So tomorrow's volume and the price reaction, the first candle's price reaction is going to be very important in Power Grid. Also I'm expecting a bull move, a little bullish move in the Power Grid tomorrow. So these were the stocks that you can take trade tomorrow. And if we were to hear the experts advice in the market, then the experts are saying that a lot is happening on the global market front. The steep rise in the dollar index and the US bond yield increasing, all of this has led to increased volatility in the domestic market. We believe the market remained in a medium term uptrend. The current momentum bottom is seen at 13,450 and resistance at 15,600. We expect range bounded activity with high volatility in the market and expect the stock specific action to continue. So yeah, these are the expert expectation. The medium term, they are expecting market into the bullish zone. But if you were to hear me, I am a little bearish in the market, but very because market is giving the bearish sentiments more than the bullish sentiment, but market is not specifying that whether it is bearish or bullish. So what we can do is that we can be little bearish in the market and we can wait for the confirmation. We can little bearish. If someone was bearish today, then that person would have gained 250 points in the Nifty 50 index. As I have shown you yesterday also, I was mentioning that I am bearish in the market, and this is a good gain. If somebody have short sold the Nifty 50 here, then these 200 points gain is a good gain. So this is all for today, everyone. I hope you liked the video. So please do like the video, share this video with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to receive daily notification on the market analysis. Thank you so much for watching once again, everyone.